Hello everybody, welcome back to the Crazy Lays Racing League here for Season 1 of the Gen 4 AI series here on iRacing. Uh, Today we're going to Chicagoland for race number 16 here. It's going to be 150 laps. And going into Chicagoland, your points leader is Dan Park, 66 points over Angel Gutierrez, 109 over Devin Smith. Daniel Voiles, 198. Hodak, 202. Mike Bliss, Kyle Petty, Lingerfelt is 8th, 217. Emerson and Bowen Adams, 231 back with 5 races to go. Some people have a lot of work to do to catch up to Dan Park. Dan got his, so he did not win. I think he got second. I think it tells us, right? Who wins last race? Maybe not. No, it does not. I guess we could click on results. So our last week winner was Casey Kane over Kyle Petty, Matt Kenseth, Jesse Adams, Angel Gutierrez, Tony, Dave Blaney, Jeff Green, Harvick, and Voiles. Let's get on into it though. For Chicagoland here today. I think we'll try doing 3 races tonight. We'll see. We will see. Can I bring up the points while that loads? There we go. So it's Dan, Angel, Devin Smith, Voiles, and Hodak your top 5. As we wait for it to load up. We'll open Race Labs while that finishes loading up. Unlock that, close this, and close relative. Here we go. Let's go find Angel Gutierrez, who is second in the points for the qualifying lap here today for Chicagoland. Let's see what Gutierrez can do here. Coming to the line to start their laps here. And to the line. So Devin Smith so far. Merkel, Harvick, Jeff Burton on pole. Angel Gutierrez 31st. And I don't see Dan in the top 10. Can they do better on their second laps? Voiles the 17th. That's the highest one from in the points. Todd Bodine takes the pole. Jeff Burton, Dale Jarrett, Kevin Harvick, Mitchell Hodak, Merkel, Devin Zimmerman, Lingerfelt, Maisie Crichton, and Ricky Rudd 10th. Angel Gutierrez starts 35th, second in points, and Dan Park is 29th. So they start, they're actually decently far from each other. I know they're quite close to each other, so we'll continue to watch that battle throughout the race. The 9 and 25. It is a big points gap, so they got to finish ahead of Dan by quite a bit. But let's wait for everybody to hit down pit road. They're about 2 tenths off of the leader, right there in 35th. Looks like everybody hit pit road. Then we will grid up. Grid. Get raring to go here. For 150 laps of Chicagoland, it's going to be one long race.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye. Alright, man, line up on the outside row now. Pit road is closed.
Put that like that. Like I said, it's Todd Bodine on pole here over Jeff Burton. I'm sure we'll go through it once the paints load. If they load. We could probably put this up a little bit more. There we go. There's Todd Bodine, Jeff Burton, Dale Jarrett, Kevin Harvick, Mitchell Hodak, Ty Markle, Devin Zimmerman, Lingerfelt, Maisie Crichton, and Ricky Rudd, your top 10. Jesus. Alright, we're gonna pop as they get ready to go green. We get ready to go here. Alright, pace car is off.
Green, green, green.
The green is out here at Chicagoland. Todd Bodine gets off to an okay start. Jeff Burton right there to the outside of the 31. Still side by side through 1 and 2 here. Todd Bodine gets the move on the bottom. It looks like Jeff Burton falls in line. We go back a little bit. It looks like the 99 Mitchell Hodak and Ty Markle now battling for the 5th position. And actually, Jeff Burton has Dale Jarrett battling for 3rd. In 2nd place, Harvick now on the outside of Dale Jarrett. Actually, I'm going to change something. Sorry, everybody. We're going to do, I think, is that. And the track map on the bottom. As Todd Bodine is pulling away from Jeff Burton Harvick, and it's still a battle for the 4th spot. Ty Markle and Dale Jarrett. 42 on the outside of the 88. The 42 clears, and you got the 99 of Mitchell Hodak now to the outside of Dale Jarrett here. And so far, so good, and no yellows. That's what we like to see. Some good, clean racing for the moment. 99 on the outside of Dale Jarrett, as it looks like Harvick just got around Jeff Burton, maybe. Or Burton's catching back up to the 29. As we go back here in the jumbo, we'll go back to Ricky Rudd in the 28, who started 10th. As Lingerfelt to his outside as they chase the 33, Devin Zimmerman here. Now Ricky Rudd, Lingerfelt goes to the 33. Ricky Rudd has Michael Waltrip on the outside now. As it gets spread out up front. Ricky Rudd gonna clear Michael Waltrip, it looks like. Gets a little loose on the inside there. Here comes the 15 Waltrip. Now back in the round, the outside there. And now he's gonna get to Kyle Lingerfelt ahead. And he's gonna clear the 12. Damn pace car. Voiles, I think, is the highest, who is top 5 in the points right here in the 38 and 14th. I could be wrong in that. Maybe Mitchell Hodak, I think, was up there also in the 99. Let's go see how the points leaders, Dan Park, is doing in the 9 car. Dan, right now, back in 26, has gained 3 spots. He's got a lot of work to do today, though, to get some more. What about second place, Angel Gutierrez in the 25, not doing so hot, all the way back in last. A lot of work to do. Has lost 4 spots in the 25. Let's go back to the leaders as they have spread out. Dale Jarrett, Devin Zimmerman battling here for the 6th spot with Michael Waltrip also. Here comes Devin Zimmerman. That's going to be up into 6th place, gained a spot from where he started. Michael Waltrip, though, up 7 spots from where he started, on the move. Looks like he has a really good car here today. Back to the inside of Devin Zimmerman back here for the 7th spot. It looks like Dale Jarrett will pass him and clear him, as Zimmerman now has to battle Ricky Rudd and Michael Waltrip. As the top of the field, it starts to get spread out here. Devin Zimmerman looking to the inside of the 88 of Dale Jarrett. And I can't do it. Now he might lose the spot to Michael Waltrip. He has a run on the outside here, down the back straightaway. Zimmerman sends it into 3 and 4 to the inside of the 88. Can't quite get there. Gets maybe a little loose. Michael Waltrip got a little loose behind them as these guys single file out here. Let's go back to Kyle Lingerfelt and Greg Biffle battling for that 10th spot with Maisie Crichton right there in 11th. Or 12th, sorry. Almost 3 wide into the corner there. Lingerfelt looks like he will clear on the bottom. Now Biffle battling Maisie for the 11th spot here. Still side by side. They're 3 and 4 here. Can the 26 does get a run on the bottom. Is going to clear Greg Biffle, it looks like. Now we go back to Bill Elliott and Kyle Petty for 13th place. This lead has gone to 1 second now for Todd Bodine up front. Bill, a little loose there. Kyle Petty ahead. Biffle back to the inside of Maisie up there. So we got 2 Malenko and Voiles back here battling. Around 15th spot, 14. Here comes Colin Cropley in the 24 also into this battle, and looks like the 3 of Bone Adams trying to get involved also here with some of the real life drivers. But they have to get around each other first. That you can see your points leader not too far back. He's also making his way up. Right there, Mal around the outside trying to go around Kyle Petty. His Voiles all the way down on the bottom in the 38. Some great battling going back on here in the mid-pack. Back here in the mid-pack. Jesus, Tyler talk. Here comes Kyle Petty back to the inside of the 7. What can Malenko do here? Can't quite get anything. Kyle Petty got a great run through 1 and 2 there. Kyle Petty not going to chase down Bill Elliott. Let's go up here. You got Lingerfelt going around Michael Waltrip. Waltrip maybe used up a lot of his tires early on in the run. Now to the outside of Lingerfelt once again for the 8th position. Here comes Maisie Crichton in the 26 also. Will she make a 3 wide? She does not. Lingerfelt looks like he will hold on over Michael Waltrip, take the position. Waltrip still sticking the nose to the outside there, and here comes Ricky Rudd into this battle. Harvick about 7/10 from Todd Bodine, maybe catching up to him. We'll keep an eye on that as they continue to battle back here for the 8th spot. Waltrip around the outside here, and we'll clear them. As Lingerfelt now has Ricky Rudd to the outside. Ricky Rudd clears the 12 also. Maisie Crichton, will they do the same thing? Lingerfelt gets a little loose there. And he falls back another spot all the way down to 11th. Trying to fight his way back into the top 10. Well, up here, anybody close? Not really. Harvick's trying to get to Todd Bodine. He can't quite do it. He was about a 10th faster still there, though. We'll keep an eye on that. Markle up to 3rd somehow. And the next battle on track is Biffle and Bill Elliott still. Around 12th place. They got to get some wear and tear in these tires. Biffle to the inside. But Bill Elliott looks like he's going to use that high line. Here comes the 7 in Malico now. Looks like he's going to go to the outside of Greg Biffle. As Bill Elliott goes for Lingerfelt now. Lingerfelt starting to fade away. As Harvick starts to catch our leader here. We'll go up front. It looks like Harvick has caught him. Or is getting there. I spoke too soon. He was up to 3/10 close. We'll go on board with Harvick here for a lap or two. Harvick's using a different line. A little loose on the bottom there, it looks like. He's going to lose some time to Todd Benine. Let's go back to TV2 here. We'll keep an eye on that. And Bill Elliott starting to fall back. Gavin Wintermute in the 21 is going to pass the 91 of Bill Elliott, looks like. Bill Elliott not trying to fall away. Still trying to fight that position. Bill Elliott sends it in there. Can't quite do anything. Here comes Dan Park. He's up 14 spots. He wants to make a statement. But 15th is not good if some of these guys close the points gap. And your second place in points, we'll go to look at the 25 here in a second as Dan has gained a lot. Let's go find the 25 of Angel Gutierrez. Angel not having a good day. Back at 35th, 3 wide with Matt Kenseth and Kenny Wallace. And Emerson, who also is top 10 in points, not having a good day, back in last place. Some of these guys, this is going to be a big points day for some people, possibly. Jeff Green right now, right behind Kyle Petty, looking to the outside of the 45. This is for the 15th position. Bill Elliott getting a little loose ahead of them. And also in that top, 10 in points, Devin Smith back here in the 94. Also, up 5 spots. He's trying to keep pace with Dan Park. Needs to finish ahead of the 9 car to gain. So we'll see how that continues to develop here today. Here comes Malika. Bill Elliott's going around the 7. That'll be for the 13th spot. It's quite spread out up here in the top 10. It looks like Ricky Rudd might be trying to get to Michael Waltrip here. Maybe not. As the field starts to spread out here in lap 21. As we wait for pit stops, you still got Kyle Petty, Jeff Green battling. 45-43 with the 2 of Rusty Wallace right behind them. This is for the 15th spot. Looks like Jeff Green will clear into turns 1 and 2. Here comes Rusty Wallace on the outside of the 45. Looks like he can't do anything with that. Here comes Dan Park now in the 9. He wants to get a piece of the action and move up more spots. He's gained 11 so far here today. Dan, though, got a little loose there. As they single file out for a second up here. Let's go back here. Ben Park trying to get around Travis Quaffle for 22nd. Can't quite do it. And Voiles, we were talking about earlier, he's starting to fall back in the 38. He's lost 7 spots since the beginning of this run. Looks like maybe he used his tires up early on. Voiles to the outside of the 77, Travis Quaffle. And we'll clear. Here comes Mike Bliss in the 0 also to the outside of the 77 of Travis. What can Ben Park in the 18 do? Mike Bliss still to the outside of Boyles here, and we got a battle, looks like more up front. Oh, Michael Waltrip pitting. So with Michael Waltrip pitting, we're going to stay with the leaders now and see when they pit. That's a little early, I feel. Lap 25 from Michael Waltrip. Couple guys pit though, it wasn't just Waltrip. There's about 4 cars on pit road. Todd Bodine still stays out, same with Harvick. Marco, Jeff Burton all stay out. Todd Bodine hasn't lost a spot yet. Harvick, Marco gained 2 and 3. Jeff Burton was lost 2. Hodak hasn't gained any. Dale Jarrett has lost 3. Zimmerman hasn't gained any. And man, Maisie Curtin, Ricky Rudd, and Gavin Winchmew 1-1 and 12 for the 21. He has gained a lot here today. Let's see who pit as it comes around on the top of the screen. Looks like Michael Waltrip, like we said, Lingerfeld pit early. Dan Park pit early, that's not good. And Devin Smith. They're all trying different strategies there. We'll see how that works out for them. Couple others on the pit road now. Hopefully nobody got damaged there. We'll stay on with the leaders. Looks like Todd Bodine looking low here off of turn 4. No, maybe not. Because Harvick is trying to close in 7/10 spec. Markle pits from 6th. Devin Zimmerman pits from 8th. So pit stops are starting. So lap 25-27 so far. Couple different strategies being played. What about the top 2 here? Todd Bodine looking low on the front, back straightaway here. Usually that's an indicator of them pitting. Todd Bodine pits. Harvick stays out. Jeff Burton, Dale Jarrett, Maisie all stay out. A lot of people have been pitting in the last couple laps. We're just going to let it do its thing and cycle around. Top 10 are still out on track. I mean, pitting earlier, you will get out ahead, but that could screw you if the race goes green the whole way. Usually the longer runs will eventually catch them. Nobody knew, looks like, pit this last time by. Interesting. So anywhere from 25 to 30 so far people can pit. Will Harvick pit this time? Harvick does not. Harvick can still go on fuel. Some people maybe just wanted fresh tires early. 4th place, Maisie Crane look like they're pitting. They are. What about anybody else up there? Does not look like it. Top 10 still out on track. We'll stay with Harvick still, because he's got a 2.8 second lead on Jeff Burton. A lot of the field has pit. We'll see how that continues to go for everybody. Top of 9 definitely ain't the leader when we go back. Looks like Mitchell Hudak here has pit already. And is going to unlap themselves. They might actually be the new leader if that ends up happening. Nobody else pit this last time by. Mitchell Hudak gets the lap back. Here comes the 42 time Markle, also pit already. Todd Bodine right there with him. They all have pit already. Harvick has not right here. They're all just trying to get their laps back. Harvick going way longer on fuel. Almost 10 more laps so far. Harvick is staying lower here. Todd Bodine going to make a 3 wide right there. Does Harvick pit here? Harvick does pit. What about Jeff Burton? Jeff Burton pits. Looks like Dale Jarrett does. Does anybody else stay out? Bill Elliott pits. Mal Green. It looks like Travis Kvapil might. Travis Kvapil does stay out. Interesting. So we have a couple different trades. So Kvapil, Bracken, Kenseth, Kane, Tony, Kurt, Blaney, Emerson, Huber, all staying out. 9 more cars still. They haven't pit yet. And here comes the 77 of Travis down pit lane. Does everybody else pit now? Looks like it. Kurt, Blaney, Emerson, Huber, everybody is pit. Looks like the 99 will be the leader. We're going to stay with Travis, see where he comes out. Mitchell Hudak has taken the lead. And man, the leaderboard has absolutely shuffled with the different strategies going on. Anywhere from 25 to 34 people pit. So almost a 10 lap difference between the first couple guys that pit. And the 77 is going to be way, way behind. Coming out around in the 30s possibly here. Yeah, Travis Kvapil coming out 28th it looks like. Now let's go up to the front of the field. Mitchell Hudak is your race leader over Todd Bodine and Ty Markle all together. Up 27, 29, 28 they all pit. And here comes lap cars off the pit road right ahead of them. It's going to be very interesting strategies going on. So Mitchell, Todd Bodine, Ty Markle, Michael Waltrip, Devin Zimmerman, Lingerfelt, Gavin Wintermew, Ricky Rudd, Maisie Crichton, and Dan Parker, top 10. Let's go find the 25. Maisie Crichton. Devin Smith is 15th. Voiles is 21st, and the 25 is up to 22nd. So at least they've gained spots, but they have not gained anything on Dan Parker, who is top 10. As we go back up to the lead battle here of the 99 of Mitchell Hudak and Todd Bodine. Todd Bodine does have 2 lap fresher tires on the 99. Can he catch up? A lot of guys unlapping themselves with the fresher tires. And Matthew Hubert, Tony Stewart right there ahead. It looks like Markle might be catching Todd Bodine here. Hudak, though, I think was top 6 in points also in the 99, so this could be a great point save for that car. And they close the gap on Dan Park here. Looks like Markle now losing time. Hudak there too. Oop. Kevin Smith not even close to Waltrip right now. You got to battle for the 6th spot though. Maisie Crichton to the inside of Lingerfelt. Crichton has about 6 lap fresher tires on the 12. It looks like the freshest one in the top 10 other than the Harvick back in 10th. Harvick stayed out the longest, 34 laps. We'll see how that continues to go. Maisie Crichton trying to close in on the leaders. Dan has fallen outside the top 10, and Todd Bodine has caught up to Mitchell with those fresher tires of 2 laps. God damn the cough. What can Todd Bodine do here? Only about the same time there. A little bit faster than Mitchell still, not by much. Markle is actually faster than those two. He's about 9/10 back here, running a higher line. Looks like Topodine fell back here now. The 42 absolutely running the third lane as these two are running the bottom. Just trying to find any kind of speed they can. Here comes Topodine on Mitchell Hodak. Here in the 1 and 2 looking to the inside. Topodine looks to the inside of the 99. Here in 1 and 2. And it looks like Topodine is going to clear with ease. Can the 99 of Mitchell Hodak fight back here? Or is the 2-lap fresher tires that much of a big difference here? Topodine clears. Markle now trying to close in on these guys. Michael Waltrip not too far back either. Maisie Creighton is catching up, but slowly but surely. And Topodine just pulling away now. Harvick up to 7th with his fresher tires by quite a bit. 34 compared to 29 and 31. Has to get around Maisie Creighton first. Can Harvick do it and get back to the race lead? Looking to the inside of Maisie. Here in 3 and 4. To the bumper, to the inside, down the front straightaway now. Goes the 29 Harvick. Harvick still there looking to the inside in 1 and 2. Pressure tires prevailing on the bottom, but not quite yet. Maisie got a great run on the high line there. Can Harvick get her this time into 3 and 4? I do think the high line is probably better here. Harvick is there. To the bumper, Maisie. Still looking to the inside. Mitchell and Markle 6/10, 9/10 behind the leader. We'll keep an eye on that. Harvick still trying to pass the 26 and can't quite do anything as they close in on Devin Zimmerman here. Markle looking to the inside of Mitchell Hodak up there. Was there. Nothing happened. The 42 trying to make a way around. So it looks like Harvick back on the 26 again. To the inside here down the front straightaway. Cannot get it to work. Maisie goes way high though, out of the groove. That's going to allow Harvick to go by right there. Harvick clears. Can Harvick get to Devin Zimmerman now before the next round of pit stops? In theory, the longest anybody can go is 34 laps. But if the other guys keep doing 25, like Michael Waltrip, he will hit the pit at lap 50. But he should be able to go to 34. Markle's trying to get around the 99 of Mitchell Hodak once again. Can't quite get it. Let's go find our points leader, Dan Park. There's Dan right there. Fell into 11th. Let's go see how the 25 Angel Gutierrez in second is doing. Looks like the 25 is also falling. Angel Gutierrez is falling back to 28th. They also pit lap 28. Some of these guys are on fresher tires, probably back here. Like Travis here on lap 35 they pit. So you can, in theory, go to lap 35. Gavin Winchmeyer going around. Kyle Lingerfeld here for the 9th spot. We got a battle for second once again. Harvick got around Devin Zimmerman. Didn't even see that. That's my bad. Has a lot fresher tires than Michael Waltrip ahead of him here. We'll see what he can do against the 15. As he tries to claw his way back to the lead. Goddamn. Topodine back up to a 1 second lead over Hodak, Merkel, Michael Waltrip, Harvick, Devin Zimmerman, Maisie Crichton, Ricky Rudd, Gavin Wintermute, and Kyle Lingerfeld your top 10. Dan Park 11th. Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace, Biffle, and Jeff Burton your top 15. Burton was up there top 10 the whole first run, but stayed out until lap 34, and he's all the way in 14th right now. He's lost 12 spots because of that. Let's see if Harvick can get Michael Waltrip here now, trying to get back into 4th place. Harvick has a really good car. Trying to peek in the nose to the outside of the 15 here. Keeney's sticking on the outside. Looks like he will down the front straightaway. Harvick will get 4th spot in a round. Trying to go chase down the 42 Markle now. What about Maisie Crichton back here? Can they get around the 33 of Devin Zimmerman? The 26 is trying to find room. Back to the inside here in 3 and 4 now. For the 6th spot, sorry. Maisie now to the inside. Still there, Zimmerman got a great run off of turn 4. Using that high line, slowing down the 26 car. It looks like Zimmerman will hold on for right now. Harvick trying to get to the 42. Maisie right back to the inside of Devin Zimmerman here into 3 and 4 for the 6th spot. As the top 7 have broken away from everybody else. 9th and 8th place is pit road. Didn't even see who that was, but somebody's in pit road. Pit stops have started in lap 55. Now we'll go up front. We'll sit with Todd Badai until he pits this time. So people made it farther than what they did the first time. We've only gone 25 laps. Trying to see who pit here. Does anybody else pit? Not yet. Dan up into the top 10 because of that, because of somebody from the top 10 pitting. Who's trying to take the race lead from pitting early? Ricky Rudd pit and Emerson pit so far. But I install 8/10 ahead of Mitchell Huddick, Ty Markle, Harvick, and Michael Waltrip. Top 10 so far. Harvick still not really catching the 42. He should be even with the amount of lap fresher tires he has. Harvick has pit. Same with Michael Waltrip. Interesting different strategies going on again. We'll just sit with Todd Bodine, who's in the lead. I don't understand this pit strategy that the 29 just did. Stays out the longest the first time, and then comes down one of the earlier ones this time. Looks like Todd Bodine's going to pit this time. No, he does not. He was quite low there through the turn. Top 3 still out here. A lot more people have pit the last couple laps. Coming to lap 60. We are under 100 to go. I didn't even realize that. We were coming to lap 60 of 150 here. We've been going for about 40 minutes. If we can keep it green, this will be nice. It'll only be an hour and 15-minute race. Mitchell Hodak pits from second, sorry. As we stay with Todd Bodine. He has doubled the amount of laps that he stayed out last time. So if he feels like it, he could go, what, 3 more laps? So it was 34. That's what Jeff Burton did last time. A lot of them are pitting though behind him. People in theory, whoever went 34 laps the first time could go to 68. Here comes Todd Bodine on the pit lane. We'll stay with him as looks like Markle's pitting. Maisie Crichton stays out though. Looks like Malika might stay out. A lot of different strategies going on. Todd Bodine, ooh, Biffle was close to getting into him there. That's where it could start getting sketchy in pit road for some guys. Maisie Crichton, Mal, Jacob, Kane, Dave Blaney, Kurt Busch, Matthew Hubert have all stayed out so far. It looks like only 7 drivers left on the track. Maybe we're almost fully through the pit cycle. It looks like Harvick will be the leader as he has passed Todd Bodine already. Ricky Rudd in the second, it looks like. There goes Hodak around the 54. Does anybody else get around him? Looks like that is a no, because here comes the leader, Malenko, right behind. Inside the 26 is the leader. When does Maisie Crichton pit? Maybe they're trying to hope for a yellow. Harvick and Ricky Rudd have already unlapped themselves, it looks like. So they are way ahead of Michael Waltrip, who would be third right now over the 99 and Mitchell Hodak. Waltrip unlaps him himself in the 10th spot. As Maisie Crichton Hodak unlaps himself. What about Mal? Does Mal pit in the 7? That looks like a no. There he could go to 68. He did 34 laps the first time. Same with Jacob in the 40. Kane went 35. So Kane can go to 70 in theory. Same with a couple of the other guys, the 11, 97, and 07. Could all go lap 35. Mal still out front. And here comes some guys with fresher tires right behind him. Mal just brakes to let them go by. 3 wide here. Does the 7 pit this time? Looks like Malenko does pit. What about the 40 of Jacob here? Looks like the 40 is pitting, maybe out of fuel with being on pit road that quickly. Man, Casey Kane stays out again. Did I just see that right? Yep. Kane now takes the race lead. Looks like Dave Blaney, Kurt Busch, and Hubert all stayed out also. And Harvick's only like 3 seconds behind the 11. 6 seconds behind our race leader, Casey Kane, right now. Can Kane make it to pit road, though? That is the question. If he has to pit right here. Looks like he cannot. So he's doing another lap. Does Dave Blaney, Kurt Busch, Hubert pit? Looks like Kurt pits. Dave Blaney does not. Matthew Hubert does not. Kane's still stuck on the outside. Kane now to the bottom finally. But here comes Mal right in front of the 19. Does Kane pit this time? Kane does. What about Dave Blaney? Looks like Dave Blaney does pit. And now that gives it to Harvick. We will go through the leaderboard here once it cycles around. Well, looks like we are good. It is Kevin Harvick, your race leader by 5.9 seconds over Mitchell Hodak. Mitchell Hodak is second over Michael Waltrip, Todd Bodine, Ricky Rudd, your top 5, Dale Jarrett, Ty Markle, Devin Zimmerman, Gavin Winchemute, and Dan Park, your top 10. Dan still hanging on to hopefully get another top 10 here. Let's go find the 25, Angel Gutierrez. Your second place in points. Or possibly not going to be after this race. Angel Gutierrez right now 30th. Up 5 spots from where they started, but that is not good. And almost a lap down, to be honest with you. There's Harvick, your race leader. In heavy traffic right now. Let's see. Harvick's clearly the race leader for right now. Looks like Dave Blaney has the lap down, sorry. Ricky Rudd, Dale Jarrett right now battling for the 5th spot. Dale Jarrett passes the 28 Ricky Rudd with fresher tires. Can Ty Markle also get up to the 28 here?
Alright, man, caution is out.
Oh, we got a
Caution
yellow.
is out.
Looks like 36th place. Where's my fucking... There we go. It's at 36th. I think it was Dave Blake. Nope. That's Matthew Hubert, unfortunately. Oh no. Battling Mark Martin gets put into the wall. Gets loose. Oh no, the race leader, Harvick, hit him. Harvick has no front bumper. Our race leader just got taken out by that. Harvick had nowhere to go as 11 just came down the track. That is not good. Mitchell Hodak is probably going to be the race leader. As Harvick's going to have to pit here for damage. Definitely has some major damage in the 29. This is not good. Harvick is having a really good day. Just for it to all go downhill here. And it doesn't look like a lot of guys are going to pit. Nobody in the top 10 looks like they're pitting. I would at least come down here to get fuel. Some people at the back are pitting. Let's see how many people are a lap down. Let's see if Harvick can stay in lead. I don't think Harvick can stay in lead lap. Front bumper is gone and everything. Not good for the 29 here today. There's a lot of people still in lead lap. So Harvick is technically the last one, but he's probably going to go a lap down here having to fix damage. So Dave Blaney, Emerson, Travis Quaffle, Markle, or Hubert. So only 3 people lap down. Everybody else still in lead lap, so this could be a big reset for everybody. Let's go take a look at who pit. Looks like Bowen Adams pit. Mark Martin, Casey Kane, Kurt Busch, Christian Bracken, Kenny Wallace, Tony Stewart. A lot of these guys did. Looks like we will be going green this time. We'll take a look at the top 10 here. It's Harvick, unfortunately, on pit road. That puts Mitchell Hodak into the race lead over Michael Waltrip. Topadine, Dale Jarrett, Ricky Rudd, Ty Markle, Devin Zimmerman, Gavin Winchemute, Dan Park, and Maisie Crichton, your top 10. And let's get back to the front and see how this goes here. Coming to almost an hour into this race. Pace car is off.
Green, green, green.
We'll be back green here at Chicagoland. Close that. Thank you, Jesus. Michael Waltrip got a great start on the outside of the 99. But the 99 does have fresher tires. Can they clear the 15 of Michael Waltrip? Waltrip tried to hang tough on the outside, got loose, cannot make it work. Todd Bodine all the way on the bottom line right here. Will they send it to the inside of the 15? They tried to get there to the inside, the bumper, rear bumper of the 15 of Michael Waltrip. Todd Bodine is. Dale Jarrett also here in the 88. To the inside goes the 54. Not quite Michael Waltrip. Still there. Todd Bodine still to the inside. With fresher tires also. And clears the 15. Michael Waltrip now has to deal with Dale Jarrett and Ty Markle. Waltrip on the oldest tires here. Trying to make it work. And here Markle got loose on the bottom. But Waltrip got a great run to the outside of the 54. Todd Bodine. Around goes the 15 of the 54. Trying to chase down Mitchell Hudak now. Todd Bodine getting loose. Here comes Dale Jarrett on the outside. In the 88 with the 26 of Maisie Creighton right behind. Todd Bodine still there. Dale Jarrett to the outside. 42 of Markle and Maisie Creighton. 4 cars under a blanket right here. Todd Bodine clears. The 88 clears. Markle's now going to lose a couple spots. Back to 6th. As Mitchell Hudak pulls away here. Kevin Wintermute now looking to the inside of the 42. Maisie Creighton right back to the outside of Dale Jarrett here. Down the back straightaway now. Todd Bodine though right back to the inside of Michael Waltrip here. As this is just going to allow the 99 to pull away even more. Todd Bodine clears the 15 easily right there. What can Maisie Creighton do? Clears the 88. Finally, can they get to the inside of the 15 here? Still to the outside of Dale Jarrett down the back straightaway is Maisie Creighton. Trying to poke the nose to the outside of the 15 of Michael Waltrip still. Maisie not quite able to do so. Does clear the 88. Here comes the 33 Devin Zimmerman now to the outside of Dale Jarrett there. And clears. Dale Jarrett losing spots here. Here comes the 21 of Gavin Wintermute. Maisie to the outside of Michael Waltrip here. That's going to be for the 3rd spot. Waltrip's older tires hindering him here. We'll see how that continues to go. They should all be pitting around lap 90 if it goes about right. 90 and on. Since they didn't come down pit lane there under the yellow. Some guys at the back did. We got to remember that. So we'll see how that works out for some of them. Waltrip really falling back now with those older tires. It's starting to hurt him. Markle gets around him. Here comes Dale Jarrett now. And the 88 who could get around him earlier. We continue. They're all single file up here now. We'll go back a little bit. Jesse Adams now battling Bill Elliott here for the 10th spot. As Dan Park has fallen back quite a bit actually. Let's go look at the 9 car. Dan Park has fallen all the way back to 17th. He also was on older tires. I didn't even see that. Here comes the 25 Angel Gutierrez. Gutierrez to the outside. They pit under that yellow. Maybe a smart move there to try and get around Dan Park, and they have done so. They're trying to gain points in the 9. Dan keeps falling back. We'll have to keep an eye on that. This is great for Mitchell Hudak though up front. Hudak still going to hold off Todd Bodine, but they are also top 6 in the points. And I think Todd Bodine is the best best real life driver that is doing well in points right now. Devin Zimmerman also kind of catching up to these guys. They have a different top 5 up here except for the 54 and 99. You got Devin Zimmerman, Maisie Crichton, and Gavin Wintermute now. Markle has fallen outside there. Maltrip has fallen outside there, and Dale Jarrett. Jeff Burton was up there earlier. Now has Bill Elliott to the outside of him here. Down the back straightaway. Off at turn number 2. Bill Elliott has the run. And it looks like they will clear the 31 of Jeff Burton. Maybe not. Burton sends it back down to the inside here in 3 and 4. Bill Elliott gets loose on the outside. But Bill Elliott gets a decent run off the top there, still off of turn 4. Bill Elliott clears the 31 there. Lingerfelt trying to make some moves back up front. But he has older tires here, so he might be holding these guys up behind him. Let's see, best one on tires, Mal at lap 67. Jeff Green, and it looks like Angel Gutierrez, the first ones of the ones to pit under yellow. Trying to make a 3 wide back here. Todd Bodine going for the race lead. Under Mitchell Hodak here. Can Todd Bodine get back up front from on pole? Hodak trying his hardest to not let the 54 by, but the 54 does have 2 lap fresher tires here. Looks like Todd Bodine will clear the 99 here. Can Mitchell get back to him or not? Does not look like it. He does have the oldest tires out of the top 5 here. That 99. Can he hang on to second for a while? Let's go back here. Let's look at how that 29 is making, or 25 is making progress. Has cleared Jeff Green. Can they get to Jesse Adams here with these fresher tires? About 12 lap fresher tires here. We're going to try and get into the top 10 here. I think people up front are going to have to start pitting soon, so we're going to continue watching that. Here comes Maisie Crichton, who has the freshest tires up here. Lap 65. To the inside of Devin Zimmerman here for 3rd place. Cannot make it work. Still looking to the inside of the 33. Devin Zimmerman had a great run off of turn 4 there. Can he continue to hold it? Ooh, Maisie Crichton got a little loose, a little tight there maybe into 1 and 2. Almost got into Devin Zimmerman. Todd Bodine now pulling back away. Up front. Maisie still trying to get back to the inside of 33 of Devin Zimmerman. As Gavin Wintermute on the 21 is also catching up here. Gavin Wintermute got a great run off the turn to the inside of the 26. Maisie lost a lot of momentum there. Allowed the 21 of Gavin Wintermute to the inside. But Maisie has the 4 lap fresher tires than the 21, but cannot hold it on the outside. A little loose again. Here comes the 21 of Gavin Wintermute back down the back straightaway here. Well, when will a lot of these guys have to pit here? Maisie now looking to the outside of the 21. Alright, I'm going to leave you guys with the 99, or sorry, the 54, and I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back. Alright, I am back. Looks like top of 9 up by 9/10 here still. It doesn't look like anybody has started to pit yet. Nope, couple pit stops have. As we are back. There's Mitchell, Hodak, Devin Zimmerman. Looks like Hodak might be pitting here. He's looking low into 3 and 4. Yep, Hodak's gonna pit first, so we'll stay with Todd Bodine and see when he pits. And I need a cough drop, so I don't keep coughing. There we go. Harvick 14 laps down after that problem he had with that last yellow coming out, who led probably the most laps other than Todd Bodine here today. Because we are an hour into the race. Probably take another half an hour to get the last 54 in. So we'll probably be done at 2 a.m. I think with this one. Todd Bodine looks like he is coming down the pit road. What about Devin Zimmerman? Yep. Gavin Wintermute Markle stays out. Maisie Crichton stays out. We know some of the people that came down during the yellow will probably stay out. Like Kurt Busch. Does the 25 pit early? Markle pits. Maisie Crichton stays out. Yeah, I think the 25 pit early. What the heck? They did. They're up to. They might be leading the race. Weird but interesting strategy. Might work out for the 25. Does Maisie pit here? Maisie does not. Here comes the 25. Angel Gutierrez on lap themselves. Everybody else is pit, but Maisie, Jacob, and Casey Kane here so far. Angel Gutierrez looking to the inside to get their lap back. They are up to 4th and should be the leader. The 25 is really throwing it at this race to beat the 9 car, Dan Park. They should all have one more pit stop after this one. I think. But I'm pretty sure they can all make it on one more. 50 laps to go. Maisie's still out on track. Jacob and Kane still all out on track. As Mark Martin's up in the second. Also pit the same lap as Angel Gutierrez. Interesting strategies going on here. The 26 finally pits. What about the 20? What about the 40? Here's the 40. Jacob stays out another lap. What about Casey Kane? Casey Kane stays out again. As long as Jacob doesn't wreck here, he should be okay. Is he going to pit this time? He does not. He hasn't pit since lap 67. Jacob's still staying out. Kane's still staying out, about 2.2 back. Angel Gutierrez only 21.6 seconds back. Jacob pits now. What about Casey Kane in the 19? Kane stays out again. He'll lead some laps here. Can he make it till 110? Blocking Dan Park too, not a good idea. That's your points leader right there and your teammate. Easy Crichton right here trying to split it 3 wide. Kane cannot get down to pit road even if they were trying to there. Angel Gutierrez still leading in theory after the 19 pits here. Yo. I think Kane is out of gas. I could be wrong. Or you just brake to let people go, but Kane finally pits. This allows the 25 to be the race leader now of Angel Gutierrez, and we will go through the top 10 once it cycles around. The 25 pitting under yellow there and the pitting early might have had a great strategy, as they're going to be quite a bit ahead of the rest of the field. Mark Martin did the same thing, but was a little bit farther back. Got to make it to at least 120 to be able to make it to the end. I think they will be able to do that. If they've hit before 120, I think they might be short in fuel. Alright, it is Angel Gutierrez, all of a sudden your top 10. But Mark Martin second, Mitchell Hudak, Todd Bodine trying to catch these guys. Malenko, Michael Waltrip, Kenny Wallace, Devin Zimmerman, Ty Markle, and Tony Stewart, your top 10. Christian Bracken, though, around Tony Stewart for the 10th spot. Out of nowhere also. Let's go back here. Let's find our points leader, Dan Park. Looks like he's been hurting since these pit stops. Amazing Crichton back in traffic also. Dan has fallen back to 27th. That is not good. Same with Ben Park in 28th. Voiles has fallen back to 31st. That is not good. Let's see the battles. Tabadai and Mitchell Hudak still trying to battle each other. About 2.5, 2.7 from the race leader, Angel Gutierrez here. These two have dominated all day, other than Kevin Harvick. We'll see how that continues to go for these two. Can they catch him with a couple lap fresher tires? Tabadine has the best tires here. Pole sitter a little bit farther back. Like I said, I think everybody can make it to the end if they all make it to lap 120. Tabadine catching Mitchell Hudak here, as they catch up to Mark Martin. Hudak to the inside, or said Todd Bodine to the inside of Hudak, sorry. Looks like he will clear the 99 easily. But can Hudak get a great run on the outside? Go back to the bottom here, cross him over. Tries to. Looks like the 99 of Hudak is there. Not quite. Todd Bodine hangs on for right now. Can he go get Mark Martin with ease now? Because Angel's out front with clean air. Here comes Todd Bodine. It looks like somebody on the front straight or on pit road here up front. That'd be way too early if they're pitting. 40 laps to go here. Todd Bodine is caught up to Mark Martin. What can they do to get around the 6 easily? Angel Gutierrez has a 2.5 lead. Here comes Mitchell Hudak back to the outside of the 54. Todd Bodine here. Not quite. 99. Hudak is there to the outside. They're going to slow each other down now to be able to catch the 25. That is not good. Will one of these two try and pit first? Tabadine clears into the corner. Can the 99 Hudak hold it on the outside? They're trying to. And does. Will they cross the 54 back over again? Will they get a run on the 6 of Mark Martin here like they might be? They're losing time again to Angel Gutierrez. Tabadine to the outside of Mark Martin. Trying to. Will he get a run down the back straightaway and go to the inside? Looks to the inside of Mark Martin now. Wasn't quite there to do so. That's going to hold him up with the dirty air there. But goes to the outside, just holds it up top. Looks like he will clear the 6 of Mark Martin here down the front straightaway. Can Tabadine go chase down the 25 once again? Now, can the 99 of Mitchell Hudak get around the 6 car Mark Martin? Malenko, though, in the 7 also lap 97 tires like the 54 Tabadine might be trying to get around the 99 and also get the 6 and the 25. Tabadine not really catching. Hodak's not really catching the 6 of Mark, and Mal's not really catching them. Oh. Come on, Hudak, you got 2 lap pressure tires. Can you get around Mark Martin here? Because I think Tabadine is catching Angel Gutierrez. Does have about 5 lap pressure tires. Should be able to catch him. Or her. And it is about 8 tenths. Tabadine really flying out here. It's about 35 to go. Final pit stop should be starting anytime. Still about 8 tenths for Todd. Hudak still right there behind Mark Martin. Mal falling back a little bit. Who pulls the trigger on the pit stops? Tabadine about 6 tenths from Angel Gutierrez now. About 3 tenths faster that lap. Tabadine still catching as it gets a lap 119 this time, next time by. Man, I cannot talk tonight. For the love of me. Mitchell Hudak got around Mark Martin around the outside there. As we wait to see Tabadine chasing down the 25 Angel Gutierrez here. Like I said, this next lap, I think anybody can pit and make it to the end. I think they can from now. It'll be interesting to see. I think the 25 is going to try and be one of the first to pit. If they don't, I think it would be stupid. Tabadine trying to catch up. Jacobs on pit road for some reason. I think he might have hit the wall. See how many laps down the 40 car is. Nobody's actually coming up pit road. He should be okay. Tabadine still right there. Mitchell Hodak might be catching up now to the 54. No. Nobody from the top half of the field has started to pit yet. Will anybody try and chance pit early? Tabadine catching up to Angel here though. I keep looking on pit lane. Nobody's trying it. If anybody back half the top 10 tries it, could be interesting. We'll have to watch them. One of these guys should probably hit pit lane first and try it. Top 3, nobody pits still. Top line still catching Angel Gutierrez here. 2 tenths now. Tabadine looking to the outside of the 25. Angel Gutierrez here. Off of turn number 2 for the race lead. Does the 25 pit here with the 54 passing? That I think would be the smart move to do. But the 25 does not. Tabadine clears. Here comes Mitchell Hodak now. Just looking through everybody else. I honestly don't think anybody can make it on fuel because they've only been running 34 laps. So they all pit in the 90s. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Hodak now looking to the outside of the 25. Angel Gutierrez here. I will keep looking at that leaderboard, see who ends up pitting first in the top 10. Nobody has tried to yet. Mitchell Hodak catches up to Angel Gutierrez here, trying to find a way around. Some back markers pit. 32nd, 33rd. Angel Gutierrez pits now. We'll have to wait and see where they come out in comparison to these guys. Now we're waiting for the pit stop cycle to go. Looks like Jesse Adams also pit there. Will this hurt Tabadine with the 25 pitting first? Or Mitchell Hodak? They both stay out again. I think for this final run, pitting first will be better. We'll have to wait and see. Malico, Maisie Crichton also pit here. No. Sorry, just Mal pit, not Maisie. Anybody else pit from the top 10? It looks like Michael Waltrip pits. Rusty Wallace pits. Looks like some people pit really early. Or was that the yellow, that Maisie and Kane pit? I don't remember. They definitely can't make it to the end, I know that. Tabadine's still staying out on track. I don't like this strategy. Hodak pits now. We'll continue to stay with the 54. A lot of the top 10 pitting this time by. Looks like Tabadine might be coming down this time by. What does Devin Zimmerman do? Looks like Zimmerman's going to stay out again. I don't think this is the strategy. Here comes Mike Bliss on lap himself. Bliss pit 126 along with Mal 127, Angel Gutierrez 126. But Bliss a 33-second stop to Angel Gutierrez is 39, so these are the two fighting for the lead. Devin Zimmerman pits. There's Angel Gutierrez. There's Merkel. Does anybody else stay out here? It'll probably be the 26 of Maisie. No, Maisie pits. Kane pits. So let's go back to the 0. This is your race lead battle, it looks like. Depending on how much the top 3 take on fuel. Mal closing in on the 0 Mike Bliss here. This is going to be for the race lead. Everybody should make it to the end now. 19 laps to go. And it looks like it is a 2-car race of the 7 or 0 unless somebody can catch up to these two. And the top 10 is shuffled. We'll go through the field quickly. And it's Mike Bliss, Malenko, Angel Gutierrez, Markle, Christian Bracken, Dale Jarrett, Rusty Wallace, Gavin. Topodine has fallen to 9th. Ricky Rudd. And who was up there with him? It was Mitchell Hodak. Hodak all the way back to 13th with that happening. Let's go look at the points leader real quick. Dan Park. And Dan, unfortunately, back in 27th with all this going on. 28th or whatever. So we go back to the race lead. Mal, 1 lap fresher tires than Mike Bliss. Can the 7 catch and pass Mike Bliss here for the win? As the laps tick away. All Angel Gutierrez needs to do is stay top 10 and close that points gap on Dan Park. Mal not really catching. 4/10. 3/10 though, and maybe he is catching here down the back straightaway. Bliss taking a little bit higher of a line than the 7. Angel's about 3 seconds back. They got a lot of work to do in 15 laps that they want to catch up. Freshest tires looks to be Topodine at 7th. 4 lap fresher tires. I don't think that's going to work out. 5.5 seconds back. Mike Bliss still hanging on for now. The 7 not really catching, not really gaining. They're running about the same lap times here. Everybody else behind them is faster though. All running in the 31s the next 4 spots. 3 spots, sorry. Angel Gutierrez 2.3. Here comes Mal looking to the inside of Mike Bliss. Will this bring the 25 and 42 into the race here with 14 to go? Off of turn 4. Mike Bliss will hang on to the race lead for right now. Mal hit a 32 flat. 24 or 25 was a little bit slower. 42 is there also though, right behind the 25. We will continue to watch up front. Mal falls back here. Maybe the dirty air affecting that car a lot more than he likes. As Mike Bliss hangs on up front. The 7 trying different lines now. What can the 7 do? Topodine up to Dale Jarrett. Trying to pass for 5th. With 12 laps to go. But a long way to catch up. Mike Bliss now pulling away, hitting some really good consistent laps here. 31.8 to 32.3 from Mel, so 7/10 right now. Looks like he's still pulling away from the 7. Tom Bodine tries to get Dale Jarrett here. 3/10 faster than Jarrett. With 11 to go here. Markle trying to get around Angel Gutierrez over here. Talbotine couldn't get it to work. Mel about 6/10 back. 7/10 again. At the line, Mel was about 2/10 faster that last lap than Mike Bliss. Markle now looking to the outside of Angel Gutierrez, taking the high line here in 1 and 2. And they get the run. Here comes Todd Bodine. And Dale Jarrett, not quite there. Still 6/10 up front. 7/10 now. They both ran about the same lap time there. They're actually a little bit slower back here right now. Talbotine probably upset that he didn't pit sooner enough. Probably upset with his crew chief taking the high line around Dale Jarrett here. Around the outside goes the 54 with 9 to go. Around the 88, sorry, the 54 goes. Up to the top 5, Todd Bodine goes. Mal still trying to catch up to Mike Bliss here. Mal now going to try the high line here in 1 and 2. Will that get a good run off of there? Usually the high line does. About 4/10 now to Mike Bliss. Mal trying the high line again in 3 and 4. Can he get another good run off? Does not look like it worked that time. A little bit slower there. God damn it. With the fucking pace car, man. Maisie Crichton, for some reason, on pit road now. Coming off of pit road. Or going down to pit road. Something happened to 26. Looks like they have damage. Hopefully they can make it down there. Mike Bliss pulls to 8/10. Angel Gutierrez hangs on over the 42 for now. But here comes Todd Bodine to Ty Markle. Looking around the outside of the 42 right now. Some guys coming off pit road. Like Christian Bracken right here. Bracken gonna hold up the 42 possibly. Just keep an eye on Mal now 5/10 back. Still not catching. And here comes Todd Bodine around the 42. Ty Markle here. He's back up in the 4th, but 4 seconds back with 5 to go. I think it's a little too late for Todd Bodine. Mal now 4/10 from Mike Bliss. Coming to 5 to go here. 3/10 now. Mal takes the high line again in the 1 and 2. Can he get the run off here down the back straightaway? He does. Definitely closing in. What does Mike Bliss do here in the 3 and 4? Takes the middle line all the way to the bottom. Mal all the way to the top. What can the 7 car do? Mike Bliss hangs on for right now. 2/10 though. It's the closest the 7 has been. Mal looking to the outside again. Great run on the high line here. Looks to the inside here in 3 and 4. Can't quite do anything about it, but he goes high again into 3 and 4. Will it work off of turn 4? Coming to 3 to go here. Goes back to the high line, Bliss back to the bottom. Does the 7 get another good run off of turn 2? Not quite there. Now into 3 and 4. Mal goes back to the high line, Bliss back to the middle, back to the bottom. The 7 gets a great run off of turn number 4. Looks to the outside of Bliss, not quite there. 2 to go here. There's Chicagoland. Mal again to the high line, Bliss back to the bottom. Bliss just giving him the top. Mal still there, about 2/10. Now looks to the inside. Can't quite do anything about it, goes back to the top. 1/10. Mal off of turn number 4, coming to 1 lap to go. This time by, and he is to the outside. It looks like a Mike Bliss here into turns 1 and 2. The 7 goes. Mike Bliss fights back on the bottom, but Mal all the way around on the top line. Still side by side here through 1 and 2. Does the 7 get the great run off in 2? He does. What will Mike Bliss do here into 3 and 4? Malico takes the race lead on the last lap. And off of turn number 4, it looks like the 7 and Malico will win here. As Chicagoland over Mike Bliss. Angel Gutierrez 3rd, Topodine 4th, Time Markle 5th. God damn it. Dale Jarrett 6th, 7th Mitchell Hudak, Michael Waltrip 8th, Gavin Wintermute 9th, and 10th for Devin Zimmerman. Everybody else. Let's go find our points leader. Oh, Dan did not. Dan 27th. Not a good day for the 9 car. So Matt Kenseth's the last one on track. Hey Mel, how's it going? I think that's your first win on the year. I could be wrong. And we'll be doing another one tonight. I think it's what? I think it's Auto Club next. Yeah, Auto Club. I was waiting for everybody to pit. No, nope, somebody's on track still. God damn it. Mark Martin, god damn it. I'll wait for your slow IS to get around here. Easy. Let's see where that puts you in points, because I know I think you were in the 20s. So hopefully that boosts you up with 5 races to go. Maybe you can be consistent here for 5 races. Last lap pass too, Mel. Good job. You did it. Come on, Mark. We're waiting on you. Skirt. Alright. Nope. Nope. You can close this. View results. Malico led 3 laps today and takes home the win. Mike Bliss second, Angel Gutierrez third. 18 laps led for them. Topodine led 61 of the 150. Markle got 22 for Mitchell Hudak. 2 for Devin Zimmerman. Fastest lap goes to Michael Waltrip. Who else led laps? I think it was Harvick in last. 6 for Maisie Crichton, 10 for Harvick, and 2 for Jacob. All out with problems. Harvick had that front bumper issue with the 11 of Matthew Hubert. And let's go look at the points. Whatever. Angel Gutierrez is your new points leader over Dan Park by 17 points. It looks like it will be a 2-car race with 4 races left. The 25 and the 9. Devin Smith about 105 back. He can still do it. Mike Bliss 135. Mitchell Hodak, Markle, Lingerfelt, Cal Petty, Todd Bodine, and Voiles. Mal with his win. Puts him to 18th in the points, about 273 back. So he basically has to win every race to get back into this. We will see you guys next time for, well, actually, we'll just look at your lap leaders. So Lingerfelt, Zimmerman, Hodak, and Kane, all with over 100. And your points leader has 87. Most wins is Mel with 2 and Devin Zimmerman with 2. So that is Mel's second win on the year. Angel Gutierrez, Devin Smith, or Devin Zimmerman with 2 top 5s. Jesus. Top 10s is Devin Smith, Dan Park, Angel Gutierrez, all with 7. Devin Smith, Devin Smith, Devin Zimmerman, and Hodak with 6 apiece, and a bunch with 5 apiece. We'll see you guys.